Hello and welcome to News Tonight. I am Rhoda Ngonzi. Let's take a look at the top stories. Robina Nabanja meets her Rwandan counterpart in Kigali. RDCM District Police Commander arrested over neglect of duty during elections. While controversy hits opposition party FDC over leadership in next election, and 6 countries to tussle for the under-14 circuit qualification. Let's dig into it. The Vice President, Jessica Alupo, was on on-site visits to assess the ongoing construction works on roads and bridges in Katakwit District. She was accompanied by the Minister of State for Works and Transport, Musa Echweru, engineers from the Ministry of Works, and the district technical officials. Alupo noted that once the bridges are completed, they will enhance tread and boost social service delivery in communities.
The geographical vastness of my district. There is also the security angle. The engineer Bagonza has been with us along the roads in bordering Karamoja. We have 7 sub-counties in Katakwit that border Karamoja. 7 sub-counties. So when you look into that angle, I'm sure you know that without security you cannot work on the road. And also that there are security roads in those 7 sub-counties, which need to be motorable all the time. Because if people can use that to come to Abaratakere, because the major one there is a market. Called Abaratakere on Thursday. Everybody from the other side want to come to that market. Then on the day of Achoa is when?
Saturday.
Achoa is Saturday. Everybody from this side also wants to go, which is good. That's building the economy. People want to do business, and that's what we're interested in even. People want to be economically empowered.
And also that road.
This road, people want to come to the cattle market on Friday. Cattle market on Friday. Then also people crossing to Achoa market on Saturday. That is a big thing.
Abarela Monday.
Abarela.
Yes.
A market on Monday.
On Monday.
So those are the things.
Abarela, Tono Achoa, Tony Lango, Daikwan Lango, the Turinete.
So Dobo Akiratona Yareti. Ne abunte ngone dukute ngo President Museveni boloto bare jo anyunyo edara changol adoketa etna dola doketa edara changol edukio so bali malai tungalu angi na kere idole odara cha di malai President Museveni dodo ijaka ngululu aja sinen ngesilo basi baka iperiodini ke da musugu ni engineers do educate nyo edaracha kesimula nyo tu alimwene nkesebe koto bera ngaine rain ke da tekere yana macha maine ngoda paka ne rain ke da Letu boita zona chowa onya mendo kenare dole no ko baka ide na ikiri kakuta amenda tekeri kere ya
Sele Patrick. Substantially, I am Principal Engineer, Bridges. I'm also the Acting Assistant Commissioner, Bridges and Drainage Structures. In this occasion, I represent the Engineer-in-Chief, that is Engineer Samson Bagonza. I would like to give a brief background to this project. Your Excellency, in February 2021, we received a notification from the district and from political leaders about this swamp crossing. That was February. The concerns were that we are losing a number of people in this place.
Yes.
And in response, Your Excellency, in April 2021, myself and Engineer Okulu walked from about 3 kilometers away from here, through up to about 1 kilometer up here. But because we're not certain of the area, we got one gentleman who accepted to walk us through. And Your Excellency, I can confirm that when we reached somewhere there, I think that's where the alignment was,
Yes.
that gentleman asked us to take a moment of silence in memory of the people that have passed on through the floods that have happened in this swamp crossing. And I can say that, Your Excellency, we got touched. The two of us got touched, and we said we need to make a report immediately and submit to our management for consideration. We prepared an estimate of about 20 billion. And what was in our minds is that we need to put a bridge, a standard bridge at this location, which is about 50 meters. And then we raised this embankment to about the height of our heads.
Actually, Your Excellency, this river is a very big porous between Katagui and the western part of Katagui. That is Amuri and Katagui.
What is the name of the river?
Geographically, in the history, in the geography, they call it Okere River.
What?
Okere. And you know, naturally, we are under Lake Kyoga Basin. Our Teso is depressed, Karamoja is raised, and all the waters from Karamoja flow to Kyoga Basin. That's why we are characterized by these swamps. And all these swamps require what? Bridges. And besides this river, we also have other swamps which require, ideally not a standard bridge, but at least some box culverts to drain the water, because we are suffering from flooding. Water crosses every road almost.
It is a blessing to have rivers and streams, but when it becomes a challenge.
The Kopeta itself.
Yes.
Go through this road, Olilim,
Amendera.
you go all the way up to Okoboy. You go then from Okoboy, instead of branching into Achoa, you continue up to Abim. You continue up to Abim. Then you detour a little bit just to come to Otuke from Abim now.
Yes.
They need to. When I go back, I want to send them back. They make that assessment and we start that as a priority.
Yes.
What that will mean, it will be easier for the forces from Olilim area to deploy a motorized patrol along all the way up to Abim. So we are very optimistic that this road in 2 months' time I will invite you. I will give you prior information.
The Prime Minister, Robina Nabbanja, has met with her counterpart of Rwanda, Edward Ngirente, in the capital Kigali and discussed a number of bilateral issues. Nabbanja, who is in the neighboring country to attend the Women Deliver conference, met Ngirente at his office.
Nabbanja and the host were in a closed-door meeting where journalists were not allowed, but later briefed the media that they discussed a wide range of issues, including trade and bilateral relations. Nabbanja congratulated Rwanda for being selected as the first African country to host the Women Deliver conference.
Of course, I believe Rwanda was chosen because they have moved a step further than all these other African countries. This has never taken place in Africa. This is the first time. And for us, we say congratulations to Rwanda.
She says Rwanda has made strides in women emancipation.
Rwanda is a step forward because now, for example, you have 62% of women in parliament. That's a big step forward. Uganda is still 37%. And many other countries are even lower. The
Prime Minister also told journalists that Uganda is on the right track on women empowerment.
Oh, Uganda is also moving forward. As you can see, I'm a woman and I'm a Prime Minister. We have the Vice President, who is a woman. We have the Speaker of Parliament. The first Deputy Prime Minister is a woman. The third Deputy Prime Minister is a woman. We have 37% women in Parliament. We have 36% women in cabinet. We have 50-50 women who are permanent secretaries. We are moving forward.
Nabbanja is in Kigali at the invitation of the Rwandan Prime Minister to strengthen ties between the two sister countries. Nabbanja also extended an invitation to the Prime Minister of Rwanda to visit Uganda to experience the beauty of the Pearl of Africa.
Bukedea Magistrates Court has remanded William Wilberforce K, the Bukedea RDC or Koto Patrick, District Police Commander, and Aluka Mahmoud, Kombolola Internal Security Organization Officer, to Soroti Prison on charges of alleged neglect of duty and simple robbery. The investigations conducted by State House Anti-Corruption Unit led to the arrest of the trio.
K, aged 62, a resident of Station Village, Kachumbala Sub-County, Bukedea District, also the resident District Commissioner, Okoto Charles, aged 40, a resident of Bukedea Town Council, also Bukedea District Police Commander Andoluka Mahmoud, the Gombola Internal Security Organization Giso, a resident of Bukedea Town, who was arrested last week, have been remanded to Soroti Prison. The resident District Commissioner William Wilberforce K and District Police Commander ASP Okoto Charles and others still at large, being members of District Security Committee on 6th June 2023, neglected duty, which according to investigations led to the election malpractice in the Bukedea by-elections. Meanwhile, Oluka Mahmoud, 59, the Gombola Internal Security Organization Giso, Malinga, Dan and others still at large, on 6th June 2023 allegedly robbed Omagol David Stephen 9 million Ugandan shillings and his election nomination papers. Court, presided over by Bukedea Magistrate Julian Chimono, has remanded all the accused to Soroti Prison until 26th of July 2023, when they will appear for bail applications.
Accused are remanded to Soroti Prison, and as I said earlier, you should come back here on 26th of July 2023 for bail application.
And police have confirmed the deaths of 16 people following an accident involving a trailer registration number UAD 431Q and Toyota Hiace registration number UAM 436V in Kagadi District. Police say the driver of the trailer failed to negotiate a corner at Nyaseke near Mozizi at the Kagadi Chenjojo Highway, ramming into the taxi.
16th 2023, at about 8:30 p.m., a trailer traveling from South Sudan heading to Congo failed to negotiate a corner at Muzizi Kagadi Chenjojo Road, ramming into a Toyota Hiace, killing 16 people on board and injuring 2 occupants on the trailer. Traffic police spokesperson told the media that investigations attribute the accident to overspeeding.
Driving beyond speed limits. 2, careless overtaking. Drivers who overtake where it's not necessary or where they are not supposed to overtake from, especially in corners, on hills, and much more so when there is too much traffic ahead of you.
Police are in the process of partnering with breakdown owners to tow vehicles that are mechanically unable to operate in order to minimize immobilized vehicles on the roadside.
Whenever you sight these vehicles, please kindly call the police to act immediately. In the meantime, as the owners are also trying hard to ensure that these vehicles are towed off from the roads. We have also, as traffic police, put emphasis on sensitizations. And we are doing massive sensitizations ranging from physical engagements. We are trying our best to engage communities to teach them or educate them on some of these road rules and regulations.
In a period from 9th July to 15th July 2023, 432 accidents were registered, resulting in 297 accidents claiming lives. 202 accidents resulted in injuries, while 133 accidents led to damage of automobiles. Accidents involved a total of 424 victims with 100 fatalities, including 29 motorcycle riders and 13 passengers. 40 pedestrians succumbed to injuries, while 324 individuals sustained injuries. Komagum Rogers and Ivan Kawa, UBC News.
And police have apprehended 5 suspects for instilling fear in communities through acts of terror in western Uganda. This comes after a while of the attack on Mpondwe Lubiriha Secondary School. These are accused of dropping leaflets in isolated homesteads, threatening another possible attack.
Police have identified 5 suspects in the Rwenzori West region who are threatening the business community by distributing terror leaflets and using their phones to deceive and intimidate residents in Ntoroko, Bundibujo, Kasese and Kabarole.
And threatening them that there were a group of suspected ADF numbering 30 with 5 guns, and they were using Kiamara Forest, which borders Kabarole and the DRC.
The threats come in the wake of increased incidents in schools following the murder of 44 individuals in Nyabugando, Kasese district.
We are seeing an increase in hawks threats against the community, schools, businesses.
In another development, police flying squad and the UPDF have arrested 2 individuals and recovered 3 guns that were being used in robberies and murders in Maracha and Soroti.
Tracked down 2 suspects who formed part of the group that attacked Mawa Bosco.
Meanwhile, 2 officers operating a 999 patrol vehicle have been suspended for wrongfully impounding a motor vehicle from a garage without seeking clearance.
Where a motor vehicle Hiace drone registration number UBB 033Y was being parked, and credit officers from Platinum Finance Services based in Banda came and approached the officers and requested their help to go and impound the vehicle and attach it without a court order. Because the owner of the vehicle, called Charimpa Deogracius, had a debt, an unpaid debt with the Platinum Finance Services. So these officers left their duty and went and participated in a civil matter.
The police officer who was caught on video polluting a drainage channel with rubbish and aiding the process has been charged in court. Authorities are actively searching for his accomplices to hold them accountable for their actions.
So it's therefore regrettable that an officer who is supposed to better protect the environment was instead the one polluting it.
In a separate incident, the director of Samuel Kids Academy, Kakinzi Nagarama, has been apprehended for sexually assaulting 4 underage female students. He has been charged with 2 counts of aggravated defilement. Ivan Kahwa, UBC News.
And with that, we take a short break. We'll return with more details.
These days, our homes are no longer just the places we live. It's where we attend meetings, go to class, keep each other safe, and entertain ourselves. To do this smoothly, you need a reliable internet connection. Buy the MTN WakaNet router, which connects up to 32 devices, and get a free 40 GB data bundle at only 149,000 shillings. Or buy the MTN WakaNet MiFi at only 75,000 shillings and enjoy a free 15 GB bundle to stream, study, work, and play on the go. Visit any MTN service center to buy the MTN WakaNet router or MiFi and enjoy the internet that does amazing things.
The biggest, The baddest East African Christian Marathon is here. Come participate at the East African Christian Marathon for a prayer run on the 13th of August 2023 at the Lugogo Hockey Grounds. Come represent your family at the prayer run and run for a good cause to build the first call center, which will be East Africa's virtual listener. Come for the prayer run alongside your pastors, leaders, representatives from Kenya, Tanzania, Rwanda, Burundi, Congo, South Sudan, and of course Uganda. Participate with Honorable Captain Mike Mukula, who is the chief runner and patron. Do not miss out on this opportunity. Make your donation for your kid now from 20,000, 30,000 and 100,000 Uganda shillings, because runs change the world. For more details, call 0781 885 055 or visit our website at www.eastafricachristianmarathon.org. Proudly sponsored by PKF, UBC, Venro Health, Aquafina, and Moving Preacher.
This is the University of Africa. On the streets, you get your real education. Here, everybody has a degree of something. But the most important qualification is imagination. His reason is to be the GOAT. The reason to imagine is to take the beat and make it lit. So no matter what your situation, just use your imagination.
Welcome back. Let's continue. The Forum for Democratic Change Party has resurrected plans to change the party leadership. This comes in response to the damage caused by COVID-19 outbreak, which delayed the election process. Now, FDC leaders have criticized allegations that some of their party members are against the elections. According to FDC, a disciplinary action will be applied to anyone against party policies.
The Constitutional Forum for Democratic Change Party stipulates that the party should hold elections every after 5 years, but this arrangement was interfered with by COVID-19. On 12th May 2023, the chieftaincy of FDC Electoral Commission, Boniface Mwenda, released an election roadmap to kickstart activities for intern elections. However, following letters on the same, the National Executive Committee requested EC to adjust the roadmap and hold the village and parish elections on 21st to 23rd July 2023.
State elections for at least 1 month to try to resolve the underlying issues that might cause a split. The Executive Committee made the following resolutions.
Unfortunately, before the day came to pass, many letters were sent on the social media, confusing FDC members. Some calling for suspension, while others called members to come for elections on 17th July. The electoral processes will be implemented Friday 21st and 23rd, and up to the National Delegates Conference.
But this comes at a time when some of the party members, allegedly headed by party spokesperson Ibrahim Semujunganda, convened a consultative meeting opposing the election on grounds that the FDC party president said it will split the party.
Our internal elections, a huge opportunity to position ourselves once again, are being selfishly bungled. The party president, Engineer Patrick Amria, told us in one of the recent National Executive Committee meetings that we are headed for a split. It is this observation that made us think twice about rushing these elections. And we said a solution must be found before we plunge into these elections, where you were forewarned not by anyone else but the party president.
Thank you for proposing that the elections should not take place, but do you have any justification anyway? And in the first place, our constitution as FDC stipulates clearly
that we should hold routine elections. Every supposed to be speaking for the party will be the one imputing bad motive upon the leaders, and the institution of the party is supposed to be speaking on behalf. For me, if I were him, I would just resign and do my other personal business.
Robert Centenary, the former member of parliament for Kasese municipality, alleges that Semujunganda has unearthed information to media relating to resolutions of National Executive Committee.
So it is unethical to go on the media and start discussing resolutions of NEC, resolutions that were taken in a boardroom. Once it makes resolutions, there is a structure and a system and a process through which those resolutions must be communicated to the public.
The electoral roadmap will be concluded by the National Delegates Conference due 23rd November. FDC head of EC wants members to allow his body to operate independently. I'm Nafka Farida and Stephen Kalisia in Najanankumbi.
And the management of Nawanyago Technical Institute in Kamali District has appealed to the First Deputy Prime Minister, Rebecca Kadaga, to intervene into the alleged encroachment on its land. The principal, Mrs. Rose Muiza, told Kadaga that the Institute's expansion program for sports is affected by prison services encroachment on the Institute's land.
Was commissioned by the President in 2015, but the First Deputy Prime Minister Rebecca Kadaga sought support from Turkish government. The institute has grown by leaps and bounds with programs in line with the technical vocational education and training. But the principal, Mrs. Rose Kamuiza, says the institute's expansion program for sports is affected by the prison service encroachment on their land.
We have over 300 students in total. We are full to capacity. We don't have where to put more students. Nawanyago is work in progress, and it's a living institution. We grow each day. Mama, we report to you that with the first equipment you gave us, we are able to train well. Because we have an unresolved issue with the prison for the land where the sports facility is supposed to be done, and yet the contract expiry period is very soon. Among other things that you're doing for us, you look into that one also, because these people need to exercise.
She was receiving a donation from Turkish government through Tika.
So we received both equipment and some materials.
Okay. Tika, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you.
The First Deputy Prime Minister and Minister for East African Community Affairs, Rebecca Kadaga, promised to intervene into the matter.
There's a land issue here. The Uganda Prison Service was allowed to use the land of the sub-county. I think they're trying to overrun us and take it, so I'm going to handle it with the Commissioner General of Prisons and the Minister of Internal Affairs.
The Turkish ambassador to Uganda handed over the cosmetology equipment and materials donated by the Turkish government, which is supporting over 55 projects funded in Uganda.
I would like to commend the efforts of Honorable First Deputy Prime Minister Rebecca Kadaga, both for fostering these projects and for the enhancement of Turkey-Uganda bilateral relations. We are pleased to join our efforts and we aim to continue working together.
Nawanyago Technical Institute is at a second phase of construction and accommodates 300 students. Meanwhile, the Turkish government also delivered laboratory equipment to Kamuli Community College to promote science teaching in the district.
And 3 members of Kabale New Central Market Allocation Committee have been arrested on charges of alleged corruption and gross extortion of money from beneficiaries during the market allocation exercise. The arrests were made following investigations led by Kabale Deputy RDC Ronald Bakak and officials from the Ministry of Local Government.
The arrested individuals have been identified as Andrew Baija, Kabale Municipality Health Inspector, Wilson Agaba, Chairman of the relocation team, and Alex Mhumza, a member of the registration team. The orders for their arrest came directly from Minister for Local Government, Raphael Majezi, after investigations led by Ronald Baka, Kabale Deputy RDC, and officials from the Ministry of Local Government. According to defenders, the municipal leaders were allegedly involved in corruption and nepotism. Minister Majezi announced new verification exercise to guarantee that the market is handed over to the rightful beneficiaries.
Within 1 month, we are going to redo the reallocation exercise so that we follow the law to the letter. There are certain challenges you cannot agree with, that a vendor has more than 2 facilities in the market when others do not have anything. That you have somebody who is renting a government facility. Now you know that in terms of fees, these people will pay about maybe 100, 150,000 per month. But they are being charged 300,000, 600,000 by the so-called landlord. So this is a government facility.
And now the secondary anniversary of the Road Safety Initiative will be marked this year with a marathon in Kampala on the 23rd of July. Uganda Broadcasting Corporation, Uganda Police, Simba Automotive, Bethany Hospital are campaigning to raise awareness on road safety.
The state of our roads are so alarming, and these challenges are increasing day and day. This is biting into our pockets as Ugandans, but also as a government. People that we are losing, these are young people. We have decided as LRSI to join hands with different stakeholders, fight this now becoming pandemic. So we want to create awareness that is going to go all year round. And for us to do this, we are starting with a flagship campaign, which is the Road Safety Marathon.
If you live in this country, you know what's happening on our roads. And when we get people who support this cause of ensuring that the roads are better, that the behavior is better by our drivers, we come on board very fast because we need this support. Everyone is touched by road safety. Most of us have lost beloved ones, or some of us have actually been involved in these road crashes and have had injuries or, and you've never been the same again. So let's come and support this cause. Let's be part of road safety, all of us.
So we are part of the campaign, and we have strongly partnered up with all the stakeholders as Simba Automotives on this marathon. We're going to be part of it. And in the marathon, we shall also educate our riders.
Uganda waraji batusako manrane chikona tena tekobo seko season yakuna savu July kuma Mount Papa's Hall usasure kwa MTN mobile money usasura gumu chitundu MTN usasure nega komitano tika stemu kagatano stamu enda munana hasha kwa MTN ofune tiketi yokati wabula kumulyango usasure mitwale 2 yepe mitwale 5 ate meza ya milioni 2 munana July Golden Hotel mkono mwenda July Nikan Resort Erweza 15 July France Africa Jinja Abiri July Maria Flema Saka Abiri mwenda July Afro Club Eka Sangati ate yoyo noku yingi na mutualo Wafujinidwa Musente Talent Africa Victoria University Suzu Property Consultants Pepsi Max Uganda Waraji Ne
MTN
Road traffic crashes is one of the leading causes of death among young people aged 5 and 29 years. In 2022, Uganda registered 21,473 crashes, out of which 4,534 people died and 15,227 seriously injured. 22 people die every 100 crashes, and on average, we lose 12 people daily. Legacy Road Safety Initiative, in partnership with KCCA, Ministry of Works and Transport, Ministry of Health, Uganda Police Force, Red Cross, Rosaku, Boda Boda Industry Uganda, have organized the second Road Safety Marathon for the crash victims to help create awareness, build cohesion among stakeholders, train first responders at black spots, and support a health facility. The marathon will take place on the 23rd of July 2023, starting at 7 a.m. from Nakasero Primary School grounds. Book your kits at 25,000 from Legacy Road Safety Initiative offices located at Old Kampala Chicken House, 2nd floor, room 18, or 8th Street, Safeway, Rightway offices, Total Energies, Ovino Mall, Boda Boda Industry Uganda, or visit www.lrs-initiative.org to register. Call 0752 605 479 or 0776 598 817 or 0414 698 675. Proudly powered by Daxi Driving School and Wava Water. Run to save a limb.
Welcome back. Now in business, the economic instabilities in Kenya have put neighboring countries on the lookout, given the fact that many use its route for imports. Usually, prices of fuel are always affected whenever both Tanzania and Kenya are unstable.
There are fears that the fuel prices might rise again, just like the previous months, due to economic uncertainties in Kenya. In comparison to the months when fuel rose to a high 6,000 shillings a litre, the transport sector was greatly affected and unreliable circumstances. Many locals resorted to fuel-efficient cars for movement. And as the anxiety on what would happen with the fuel prices continues, top car dealers in the country organized the Kampala Auto Show at Kololo Independence Grounds. The aim was to offer options in a variety of cars that one can look at in instances of the rise in fuel, as well as the luxury, depending on what the final consumer prefers.
Over time, we've been introducing cars, different types of cars, but in the fuel-efficient range, and we have a lot of those. For instance, when you look at the XL6, we've introduced a 1.5-litre engine car. And this and many others in our range that are 1.5, 1.3, 1.4, they are the best suited cars in such times. In times when our pockets are a bit stretched for so many things, school fees and the works. You don't want to spend a lot on fuel to get by when you can, acquire a car that will take you there in the best way you want to get a convenience, you want to get everywhere without feeling like it's a burden.
And with the rise in prices of goods and services across the region, options of minimizing on the expenditures of some goods like fuel to ease the pressure on the final consumer continues to be debated on. Among the fuel-efficient cars launched by Falcao Motors is the Toyota Corolla Cross and Toyota Starlet, all fuel-efficient and comfortable. The Kampala Auto Show exhibition is an annual automotive platform showcasing a variety of brands, sharing knowledge on cars and accessories. Ngabo Emon, reporting for UBS TV.
And Kenyan President William Ruto has said the government of Kenya will not tolerate any more protests and has cautioned anyone intending to cause chaos in Kenya. Demonstrations attributed to high costs of living have become a common occurrence in the country.
Kenyan President William Ruto has warned opposition leader Raila Odinga against spearheading another round of protests as the move could attract serious government intervention. Odinga-led demonstrations returned on Wednesday last week with consequences to the economy as well as the protesters.
Last week, on Friday, 6 Kenyans lost their lives. I will not allow any other Kenyan to lose their life so that somebody can satisfy his political ambition. That is not going to happen.
Lives were lost, shops looted, road infrastructure vandalized, and vehicles set ablaze. The mayhem experienced in the capital Nairobi, Nyanza province and other areas paralyzed businesses and other social and economic activities. As the opposition leader and his supporters prepare for 3 days of protests from Wednesday 19th to 21st of this month, President William Ruto has issued a stern warning.
You came confused, Uhuru Kenyatta, Big Four, got lost. We ended up in BBI, we ended up in debt. Today, you are sponsoring anarchy with your sponsor and handshake brother so that you can enslave this country. I want to promise that you will not succeed again.
Although the organizers claim the demos are prompted by the high cost of living being experienced countrywide, the Kenya Kwanza government is skeptical.
How are you dealing with economic challenges to the ordinary mwananchi by stopping that mwananchi from going around their day-to-day hustles?
The opposition leader Raila Odinga has however vowed to lead the protests again. Dennis Igor for UBC News.
Juko. Yo. Check the shopping, man. What's your secret?
Haven't you heard of the parish development model PDM?
Yes, I did, but I thought it was just a talk.
No, it is real. I and a few friends together formed a circle, accessed money from the PDM, invested in a poultry project, and now things are moving.
Juko. I thought I was one of your friends.
You are.
But you left me behind.
I didn't leave you in poverty. What you do, just visit your LC2 chairperson and your parish chief and start the process of economic transformation. Just like that. The parish development model is an initiative from the government of Uganda through the Ministry of Local Government designed to transform all lives of Ugandans for the better. PDM, my parish, my development, my life.
Are you tired of high fees and slow transfer time when sending money? Airtel Money is here to revolutionize the way you move your money. We have revised our rates back to ground. Sending money from Airtel to other networks in Uganda, East Africa, and to the rest of the world has never been more affordable. Dial *185# and start sending money. Switch to Airtel Money today and experience unbeatable rates and top-notch services for all your local and international money transfer needs. Airtel Money. Instant, secure, borderless.
The Tales of Kasozi, brought to you by Uganda Communications Commission.
Hello? Hello? This is Kasozi. How can I help you?
Hey, Kasozi, my brother. Long time. We last met when we were at campus. It's been a while, but you are the person I'm looking for.
Campus? Really?
Hey! You don't remember me?
Okay, so how can I help you?
I'm stuck in Gulu making millions and I need to urgently send money to my sick mother. But I can't find any mobile money agent near me. I've sent the money to your phone, as you can see the message. It might take a few minutes to come through, but I urgently need you to send the money to my mother. Let me send you her number and you send it to her chap.
My friend, I'm afraid your mom is going to die.
What?
Because I don't know you, I never went to campus, and I'm also in Gulu. So can we meet at CPS, we talk about it?
Stay tuned for what Kasozi does next.
Tofera, refrain from unnecessary engagements with strangers over the phone. This message is powered by the Uganda Communications Commission.
Introducing the Infinix Note 30 series in partnership with Airtel Uganda, a smartphone where style meets functionality. Take charge of the day with special features like the 108 MP triple camera and 68 watts first charge, and the best part is you can use this phone to charge other phones. You also will enjoy free 3 GB from Airtel every month for 3 months on each new device purchased. Dial *100#, select data and devices to get your free data. The Infinix Note 30 series Spark, a connection in partnership with Airtel, a reason to imagine.
Let's talk sports. The Uganda Tennis Association, with partners Kampala Club Limited and Juba Water, has launched the 6th edition of the East Africa 12 and Under Tennis Championships. The games will be played in Kampala starting on the 18th till the 22nd of July.
Uganda, Kenya, Tanzania, Rwanda, Burundi and Seychelles are the 6 countries that will be fighting for the Under-14 circuit qualification at this year's East Africa 12 and Under Tennis Championship, to be hosted by Uganda at the Kampala Club Limited.
But ideally this tournament is meant to prepare all the children for the Under-14 circuit. So whoever graduates from this tournament here then qualifies to play at the Under-14 circuit, where they begin to look for Confederation of African Tennis ranking points. This tournament doesn't have any seeding. It only prepares the children. It is the ultimate of the Junior Tennis Initiative. It prepares the children for competition now at a higher level. Out of the 12 teams that are present, 2 teams for girls and 2 teams for boys will be qualifying for the final event. So as we speak now, West Africa is holding theirs, North Africa is also holding theirs, so is South Africa and East Africa. And then the top 2 teams from the East African pools of boys and girls will qualify for the final event.
Uganda's coach is confident the team will progress to the next level, as the players are excited at the opportunity.
Those are well prepared, since most of them come from different academies in the country. Yes, most definitely. When compared to the talent that we have here in Uganda and the other East African countries, definitely we're looking to be at least the top 1 or top 2.
And I'm sure we are going to win, and we shall go to the other countries. We don't know yet.
The tournament will run from the 18th to the 22nd of July 2023 at the Kampala Club Limited. Games will start at 9 a.m. and end at 5 p.m. daily. Grace Joyce Kemigisa, UBC News.
The Cycling Academy Uganda, in conjunction with Uganda Cycling Association, has set out on an environmental conservation mission in Western Uganda.
On the occasion of celebrating the World Cycling Day on 3rd June 2023, Cycling Academy Uganda promised to direct proceeds to environmental conservation. Western Uganda schools like Sesame Primary School, Kisoro Hill Primary School and Kabindi Primary School are the beneficiaries.
Why we have decided to do this, we want to show that cycling is very important to all means of transport and also in public. All nations should know that cycling is the best sport for promoting environment. We are doing this because we are trying to promote climate change. We are taking these trees in Western Uganda, Kisoro and Kabale, where we last May they had a lot of rain, but they did not have enough trees in the compound. So as the Cycling Academy Uganda, we partner with them. We decided to buy this tree, to organize the event, to raise fundraising, so that we can be able to take these trees, we plant them in the compound, they will study on them, they will also enjoy a good environment, and also they will get fruits from these trees.
Uganda Cycling Association President Amwonge Mahaba is impressed by the creativity of the Cycling Academy to address the key aspect of environmental conservation.
But the most important thing, most of the people, they are cutting trees. So when this academy comes to involve this program, going to school. Not only I requested, start with Western, go to Eastern, for the whole Uganda. And I call upon people to come and sponsor this program of Cycling Academy.
All schools will receive seedlings from this initiative that the two parties vow to use for the environment while preaching cycling.
Aziz Damani, inspired by Razat Ali Shah's half-century, won their 6th T20 crown in a row against a resilient Avengers side that was competing in the Division National Men's Cricket Finals. Now, Damani posted 178 runs for 8 wickets against Avengers' 153 runs for 9 wickets, winning the premiership by 25 runs. Tornado B, on the other hand, won the Div 2 title after defeating Premier in the morning final. Nicholas Keba, with 88 runs, helped the former to pick up their first title of the season. Now, the final score was 205 runs for 5 wickets for Tornado B and 127 runs all out Premier. Tornado B won by 78 runs. The National Men's 50-over League starts this weekend, 22nd of July, for all the clubs. And with that, let's quickly take a recap on the headlines. Prime Minister Robin Nabanja meets a Rwandan counterpart in Kigali. RDC and District Police Commander arrested over neglect of duty during the elections. While controversy hits opposition party FDC over leadership in next election. And 6 countries to tussle for the under-14 circuit qualification. Well, that does it for News Tonight. Thank you for sticking with us. I am Rhoda Ngonzi. Have yourselves a lovely night.
UBC, inspiring Uganda.
This is the University of Africa. On the streets, you get your real education. Here, everybody has a degree of something, but the most